Hello everyone, this is Neha Tulsham from Crescent Creation. Welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. Today's video is part 2 of the Pure Innocence series. I just started this Pure Innocence series this month, where I'll be sharing 2 projects every month using the Pure Innocence stamp sets from my favorite things. I'll pick up a Pure Innocence stamp set every month. For this month I chose the Grow Together stamp set. And I have already shared my first video where I made the Z Fold Slimline card. If you want to watch it, the link is in the top right of the screen. Now for today's video, I created this beautiful spring theme box card that stands nicely on its own and fits perfectly in an A2 size envelope. To get started, I die cut these pieces out of outside the box Level Up Dynamics using lemon drop cardstock from My Favorite Thing, and I'm creating the outside structure of my box card. Here I'm gluing the side piece that the die cuts using my ATG tape, making sure it's straight, making sure to line up the score line with the edge of the behind panel. Next, gluing the front part to that side panel. Again, being careful that I glue everything straight. I took my time here and made sure it's glued straight. Next, gluing the other side panel to the back panel, and our base structure will be ready. Next, I die cut these grassy hills using the outside the box grass dynamics with white cardstock. And here I'm inking up these die cuts using Mowed Lawn and Twisted Citron Distress Oxide inks. I'm inking the top part of the die cuts using Twisted Citron and the bottom with Mowed Lawn. I'm using my blending brushes here to quickly ink up these die cuts, and also I'm using my silicone mat here that I got from Amazon as my work surface for ink blending. I'm really enjoying this silicone mat. The ink pads and the cardstocks stay in place while inking, and it's very easy to clean up. Here I'm adding some splatter to these die cuts using Mowed Lawn Distress Oxide ink and my paintbrush. This just adds a little bit of texture to these die cuts, and I really like the look of it. Here I also brought in Lucky Clover Distress Oxide ink to add a little bit more darker splatter to these die cuts because I felt that the Mowed Lawn was not dark enough. Once done, I'll set these aside to dry. Next, I'm inking this white die cut that will be the back of our box card. This piece that goes at the back of the card creates the background for the card. So I'm using Rolling Clouds stencil to ink up the sky using Tumbled Glass Distress Oxide ink. I'm turning the stencil 90 degrees every time I ink up the sky to get different cloud borders here. I really like this look that I get when I'm using this Rolling Cloud stencil compared to the regular cloud stencils. Here I'm done inking this panel with the stencil, and now I'm just using my brush and going to the edges of this die cut and adding some color all around. Next, I'm adding some splatter to this panel using Stormy Sky Distress Oxide ink. Once these pieces are all dried, I'll start gluing them using liquid glue to my box card. I'll start gluing the grassy hills first. I'll start gluing them on one side first. Notice when I'm placing these, I'm making sure that I don't see the side tabs from outside. And if you keep that in mind, you will get this beautiful stair-like look as you glue all these 4 grassy hills to the box card. Now adding glue to the tabs on the other side and gluing it to the box card. Lastly, adding glue to the front tab and closing the box to complete it. Next, for my images, I had all these images pre-colored from my last card, and you can see how I store them. I separate them each and put them in clear Ziploc bags and store them with the coordinating stamp sets, so it's easy to find them when I need them. If you want to know how I colored all these images, you can see the part 1 of this series, which is also linked in the description box below. Now that all the pieces are here, it's time to assemble the box card. Here I'm starting with gluing the background of the box card. I used liquid glue, so I have a little bit of wiggle room while I'm gluing these pieces. Next, I just glued all these pieces to the 4 grass tabs that we added to this box here. You can add as little or as more images as you want to this card and decorate it as you want. Just make sure you're not going out of the frame of the box while gluing the pieces, because then it won't fit in your A2 size envelope. Here I'm gluing this girl image who is sitting with a bird, that is from the Happy Together stamp set from Pure Innocence line from MFT, to the very back grass tab. And rest of the flower images and the gnome images are from the Spring Gnome stamp set from MFT. As I kept gluing the flower images around my girl and the gnome image, it was so hard for me to stop. I really enjoyed decorating this box card and I didn't know when to stop. So you would see that I added lots and lots of flower die cuts to this card. Some people might not like such a busy card, and that's okay. You can choose to add as little or more images to this box card. It's your card. Enjoy the process and just see what makes you happy. I really wanted to have a garden full of flowers and I just enjoyed decorating this card. So I just filled it with lots and lots of flowers. Or should I say, as much as I could fit in here. Don't be afraid to trim few of the images if they don't fit the way you want them. And always use a strong glue to glue these pieces. You don't want them falling apart when you send them in mail. Here I'm done gluing all my images. I have no space left where I could add any more flowers. And I'm in so love with this colorful garden. Now to finish these, I have die cut these pieces that the die set cuts out of white cardstock that just adds a finishing touch to this whole box card. And I'm gluing them to the both sides of the box card. The die set also cuts the stitched panel for the front of the box card. Before gluing it, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp a sentiment on it using my Misty tool. I'm stamping the sentiment, "You know me so well," using extreme black ink from My Favorite Things. This sentiment is from the You Know Me stamp set from My Favorite Things. Once done stamping, I'll glue this to the front of the box card and my box card is ready. Here I'm just showing you that the box card fits easily into an A2 size envelope and it is so stinking cute. It does not add a lot of bulk despite of all that images that went into the box card, and I'm sure that the recipient will be thrilled to receive these in their mail. And so I have decided to give away this card to one of the lucky winners. What you have to do to get this card is just comment in the comment section below and let me know how you like this card. Do you think it's too busy for you or you think you just like this design? Please check the description box below for more details on this giveaway. So this was my video for today. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I upload new videos every week. Here is another video that you might like to watch. Thank you for visiting. Have a nice day.